I'm exfoliating right now, right? Is that what you call it?
I've trained you well.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
Moisturizing. All right.
Get down.
Let's dance.
Okay. Hi, guys.
Why do you always do that?
No, it's just my thing. Okay, so
Hey, guys.
we thought we would take some time to answer some of your questions. Why did you break up in the first place?
Oh, that's a good question.
How long did you wait after your divorce to date again? How do you stay so strong all the time?
Oh, yeah.
You had
yeah.
to ask.
How did you rip my heart out? Why did you rip my heart out?
Dan never lets me live this down.
Never, and I never will.
Wait,
never
so
will.
why did we break up in the
Never will.
first place? We were young. He had a 3-year-old at the time, and we were both still in college. I was away.
She still wanted to party and do alcohol.
I wanted to be in college. I wasn't ready to get married and be a mom and call me selfish.
I wasn't either, but with you I was.
I was 22. It was just bad timing. Like, I just wanted to be 22. So yeah, I guess I was selfish. I was away at school. He was living at home to finish school, and we weren't seeing each other like enough, I felt like. And yeah, he had the responsibility of being a dad, and I just wanted to.
Just for the record, I didn't want to break up.
Fun. No, it was definitely more me. Again, just me being really selfish. I'm not gonna lie about it. And then, why are you laughing?
No. Go ahead.
You always make me feel so bad. But we always say that if we stayed together, we would have never made it to here, right?
Probably not.
Because we've grown and changed so much that I think it's all like a timing thing. And then how long did you wait after your divorce to date again? Let's see. I was on my own for like 5 months before Dan and I even started talking.
Yeah, but
again.
you were going out and stuff before that.
I mean, I wasn't dating by any means. I wasn't dating.
You were going out. No, you didn't date anyone.
I was going out with my friends,
yeah.
but yeah, I wasn't dating. But Dan and I started talking like 5 months after I moved into my own place. He didn't meet Addie right away. It was a good couple months before I brought you around Addie.
Yeah.
And how do you stay so strong all the time? This is a good question. I'll let you answer that.
Whoa, put me on the spot here.
You're good with stuff like this.
Why?
Because, like, I feel like Dan is the backbone to our relationship. He keeps me strong. I am definitely more weak. Like, I'm definitely more insecure. And he's just always like, he just grounds me. So why?
I think
how do you do that?
How do I do that?
Yeah, like, how do you stay so strong and confident?
And like, I just do, because you know, I've had enough experience in life and to know what I want, I think, and no matter how, you know, rough it gets or how hard it gets, I truly I know this is what I want. So and I love my family, and no matter what, it's not even a question in my mind whether or not we can make it past certain things. I know we can do anything, especially, you know, with the Addie thing. And
experiences make us strong.
It's just, yeah, I mean, it's just, there's no doubt in my mind, like, there's no one else I'd rather do it with.
I think the most important thing is, like, we both choose to be here, like, every single day, even though it does get hard sometimes. But I think at the end of the day, like, we both want this, and we both, like, dream of our future. Like, it's not like we're just going through the motions. And I think we're like each other's best friends. Like, we genuinely
we have like the same things in common.
Time
like,
together. Yeah.
I mean, it's a rough patch right now because Bachelor's out, not on right now, but next week.
But Vanderpump
tomorrow.
Vanderpump
tomorrow.
started.
No, next week.
January
Next
2nd.
week. No, January
started.
2nd is Wednesday.
It's Bachelor.
Wednesday? It's on a Wednesday?
I'm pretty sure. Well, whatever.
Whatever. It's coming. It's coming, and
the bottom line is we both have similar interests. We both enjoy spending time together. So before anything else, I think we genuinely want to be around each other. And I often say this to him, like, I don't feel like it's ever enough. Like, even when we take our trips away and stuff, I don't feel like it's ever enough.
You know, I will say this too. Big shout out to our parents, because if we didn't have them to, like, watch the kids when we want to go away or help us out as much as they do, I think our relationship would be a bit more challenging.
Yeah.
And it can't be said enough, like, how both sets of our parents, they don't hesitate.
They also
to
like they're both still married, happily married after 30 some years. So I think too, like, having those examples for both of us.
They're both 30.
They're both
5
the same,
years?
right?
35 years?
Yeah, they got married like
83. Both 83, I think, right?
same year.
So that would be 35.
So having like strong relationships in front of us all the time, I think definitely helps. And I know, speaking for myself, like growing up, I always knew like this is what I wanted, a family. I wanted to create memories that my parents did for me, like Christmas traditions and all that stuff. That's all from my parents. So let's go on to the next question. I feel like that was a really long one.
It's okay. It was a good one.
These are all about Addie. How long did you date the first time around, and how did you reconnect? We dated a year and a half.
We went through that already, no?
We've talked about it in other videos. A year and a half we dated. When Dan and I stopped talking, we like cut cold turkey. So we didn't speak, but I actually reached out to him and asked him if
it's funny on my, go ahead.
He could meet with me because I needed advice, like as far as like custody and lawyer and all that stuff. Like I literally had no one to go to about that, or actually wanted to just know who your lawyer was because I had no idea. So that's initially why I reached out to him.
It was funny. I hadn't talked to her in like 8 years.
Yeah.
And I leave my house, and I'm leaving my house, and it was like dark out. It was dark in the house. I was about to leave. All lights are off, and I get a text message that stopped me in my tracks.
The funny thing is, I didn't even have his number.
I didn't have her number either, but I knew.
But I remembered his number.
I knew the number. I knew the number, and I knew who it was. And
I didn't know that.
No, I knew.
I didn't know you still knew my number.
Yeah, of course. It was. Yeah, it was. I knew the 533.
Well, let's tell everybody my phone number.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, but I'm not gonna say the whole number. So I was just like, man, I can't believe it. Like she's texting me, and so I answered her right away. And I always said, man, if she even tries to call me again or talk to me, I was like, I'm not gonna even bat an eye. But I couldn't. I had to.
Character.
I had to be there.
We met in a park, like a random park that I've never actually been to before. It has like a little fishing creek and whatever.
Yeah, just like random. It's like very.
They were setting up for a wedding.
Literally, like right next to where we were talking.
Sitting. It was neither of us acknowledged that was happening. But then after we started dating, I was like, remember that day they were setting up a wedding? Yeah. And
the fact that like I dated a lot in between her, both times with her, before or after and before, and just like I was always like with all the people that I dated, all the women that I dated, where just like something was missing. And with her, it just clicked. It was just like, I don't know what it was, but she put me under her spell.
I did. Common question we got was in regards to Louis. If he's my biological son or if he sees his mom. So he's not my biological son.
She lives in Florida, so every time we go down for vacation and stuff, or if she's up here, we see them.
How well do you both get along with the exes, and how you parent each other's kids being the step parents?
Great with me. It's been easier, yeah, because it's been a longer time. It's been like 12 years since Louis' mom and I have separated. So we've actually.
They were never married too.
No, yeah.
Dan was a young dad when he had Louis.
Yeah. So, but it was. No, yeah, it's been a while, but even when she was living up here, everything was great.
I'm pretty civil too with Addie's dad. We get along great, and I think when she got sick last year, it really just like put everything into perspective and made like all the stupid stuff not matter anymore. Would you guys ever consider doing YouTube full-time? I always wonder how those couples that do it maintain their sanity. Seems like a lot in so many ways, like people's opinions, etc. What do you think? No, I would not.
No. I don't know.
I just don't. I mean, I do not want a camera in my face every single day. And
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how it would be, but I feel like it would get like very. I don't know. I feel like it's just hard to have a relationship.
Yeah, like a relationship, a family. Like, at what point do you put the camera down and like be in the moment with your kids and your family? Like, I do not want you guys with us on Christmas morning. Like, no offense, but that's
not to say
not to
say that the people that do it, like if they make it work, they make it work. But I don't know.
I think I admire the families that do it and the couples that do it, because I mean, I feel like you have to be strong, have a strong foundation, a strong marriage going into it, because you are getting judged by the world for everything you say and do, and your kids do and say, and how they act. And I know people become very successful from it, but I just don't feel like no amount of money in the world could make me want to just open my life to, I would just miss like the intimacy of our family and like those moments. I just want to be in that moment with them. I don't want to be, let me get the camera. And I feel like at some point you kind of start to put on a show.
Yeah, I feel like YouTubers in general, and you too, I mean, I'm not excluding you. There's a professionalism that you have to maintain that is not the same professionalism that you live with on a daily basis when you're with your family and stuff. That's everybody. Like it's just like how I am at work. Yeah. Like I'm a genuine person, but at work I'm a different person than I am at home. This is your workplace.
You're turning it on for the camera,
this is your
whether
workplace.
You're like being genuine about it or not. Like, I don't know, and I just feel like sometimes we have bad days. Like we do. We're human, and I want to have bad days by ourselves. Like I don't want the whole world watching my bad days and like judging us for it.
Granted though, I honestly like look at some people and I know, and you know, there's other people that are, you know, that do the YouTube thing and show their life, but like what you see is what you get as much as you can with you, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I'd like to think that.
I'm proud. If you were a different person in real life, like a entirely different person in real life than what you are in front of the camera, I'd be like so disappointed. Yeah. I'd be like, what the hell are you doing?
I think the other thing too is we said, like we're very close to our family. We see our families a lot, and whether they'd say okay or not, like I don't want to make people feel uncomfortable or like put cameras in people's faces if they don't want them there. Like I don't feel like anybody in our family would be like, no, don't put me on camera. But I also don't know that everybody's going to be comfortable. I love sharing things with you guys and I share a lot. I still like my privacy. We still like our privacy. Wait, there's a question here. What was Dan's diet like before you got together, seeing as you have pretty healthy cooking habits?
I never like ate poorly.
Yeah, I mean, his mom's a really good cook and they cook pretty healthy.
Yeah, I mean, I always like try to eat the best I can, even though
you probably eat less meat now. With me because I don't cook it a lot.
My problem is like overeating. I overeat and then I just feel this little like, what do you call it? It's like a pain that shoots from here to my back. It's like when I overeat. Every time I overeat, I like that's what happens.
That's actually one thing I really like about you, though.
What?
Like you love to eat.
What?
You do
like
you like fat? No, but like you appreciate good food. Like you. They always say like the way to a man's heart is like through his stomach, and I just appreciate that he just like he loves to eat. Advice for a newly engaged couple, any tips on wedding planning process, thoughts on premarital counseling, how to stay cool on the wedding day?
I laugh because like what about like our wedding day was nothing normal.
Not how we wanted it to go, but it came together and it was fine. I think just not having like, and this is something I'm guilty of every day, he'll tell you, like not having this like image or like really high expectations and just embracing the things that happen, because things will happen, things will go wrong, but at the end of the day, like don't forget why you're doing it. Like
I would say just like relax and just have fun and don't think about anything other than like obviously you're stressed out and stuff in the planning. And
I wasn't though. Like we enjoyed it.
Yeah.
We did a lot of it together.
I mean, I hate to say this, but you were not a rookie at it, so. Seriously, like just go and have fun. Like like once it's over, once the planning is over, just go have fun.
You want to rank your thing. For me, photography, like cinematography was #1 because that's something you'll have forever. I don't feel like people are going to remember the music or lack thereof or the food. So and the dress, like, you know, you wear it just for one day and then it sits in storage. So does Addie have any siblings from her dad? Soon. So her dad and his wife are pregnant with twins. She will have a little brother and a little sister.
This I have to question.
Go ahead.
I have to question this person who asked.
What are your guilty pleasures, TV shows you watch together?
I have to question that. Yeah, I have to question that because that's not a follower of yours. And that's not a true follower.
Well, maybe they're new. Go ahead. You can go down the list. Share.
In the order?
Yes.
In order?
Rank them in order. Well, we watch a lot of TV shows
The number
together.
1 is The Batch.
Oh my God, I disagree. I knew you were going to say that, but I disagree.
No, that's our #1 show, whether you
Okay, yeah, guilty pleasure. I'll give you that.
Batch.
But I was going to say This Is Us. But I don't feel like that's a guilty pleasure.
There's so many. There's so many. Can I just
go ahead. Yeah.
Can I just do it in my order and then you could do
Go
your
ahead.
Batch. Second is Vanderpump.
Mm-hmm.
Third, Teen Mom.
Dan loves
No, I'm
Teen
sorry.
Mom.
I'm sorry. I have to go This Is Us.
That's
and
not
then-
a guilty pleasure though.
Yeah, okay. Teen Mom.
Teen Mom.
Which
Dan
one?
loves
Name it. Teen Mom 2, Teen Mom 02.
He
Young
likes
and
Teen
Pregnant.
Mom 2 best.
Oh yeah, that's a mess.
I've watched Teen
That's a
Mom
complete
since
mess.
it started, and so that's
I love
something
it. It's a
he
complete
started
mess. I love
watching
it.
when we got together. Big Brother, we forgot about
Big Brother, but that's not guilty pleasure.
That's a
I
guilty
mean,
pleasure.
We can name all our shows. I mean, I don't know which one is the best one. X on the
And-
Beach. I like X on the Beach.
I don't like
You
X on the
it,
Beach.
but
I
It's
watch
like
it with
whatever.
him, but-
It's like if nothing's on, I'm gonna put on X on the Beach.
Oh, and The Housewives. But he only watches certain
Jersey,
ones with
just
me.
Jersey,
He watches
and then
Jersey and sometimes
all right,
OC.
and I have reasons for that.
Go ahead.
I only watch Jersey because I can relate to them. They
Yeah.
they are the most real type, the most real
Relatable.
housewives. Yeah, they're most relatable and they're real. I feel like.
Yeah.
They're real. I can relate to them.
They're
Everything.
like Italians.
Yes.
They're close
Yeah,
by.
they fight and then make up. The second is the OC because that's where it's at. Like
They're
that's
living
where I
his
want to
dream.
be.
Yeah.
That's my happy place right there.
So funny.
I fell in love with that place.
I would like to get some
If I would have
pointers.
known about that place when I was like
would've went to
in my
school out
early
there?
20s,
You would have went to school out there?
I don't know about going to school out there, but I would have been out there more.
I would like to get some pointers on stepchildren, co-parenting, and everything related to it. I find it difficult to share my kids or I end up getting jealous. I feel like it was so easy. It was much easier for
That's
Dan
tough.
than it was for
Yeah.
me. Because Addie was a lot younger. Like she was 1. So that's all she knows. And so from an early age, she's been like with us and knows like our style, our discipline, like all that. So it's much easier for Dan than I think it was for
Yeah.
me because Louis was older and like more set in his ways. As far as co-parenting, I feel like it's pretty seamless at this point because we don't technically co-parent Louis because his mom doesn't live close by.
Yeah,
And
it's
with-
just us. It's just us, and then my parents, because my parents are really like, my mom and my dad are like almost like another set of parents for Louis.
Mm-hmm.
So like if there's ever like a disciplinary thing or he needs some help to talk to him because he's heading into those teenage
years.
stages, so he's turning into he's becoming a little bit too smart for his own good. Sometimes my parents will help us out.
It's a very fine line for me because I don't want to overstep, but I also
Yeah, but you
don't
do a
want the
good
other
job.
kids to feel different or like treated differently or playing favorites with anybody. So it's definitely hard.
Louis tells her like a lot of things, a lot. He confides in her, especially when it has to do with like girls and stuff. He's starting to get into girls
Unfortunately.
and issues at school. Like he feels more comfortable talking to her about that than me. I
Yeah.
don't want to talk about girls anyway.
I think being that he's older, my advice would just be like try to build a friendship with the child
Yeah.
before you start to like parent the child because you need to have
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like any relationship, like you need to have like a solid foundation. So now I support Dan when he's like disciplining Louis, but at the base of it I think Louis and I are just like friends. Would you say?
Yeah, I think.
Whereas I feel like Dan with Addie is like more of a not a disciplinary because he really doesn't discipline her.
It's
but,
different because Addie's younger, and I've known Addie since she was 1.
Yeah.
So, and Addie, I think, looks at me like, I mean, she knows her mom, she knows her dad, but I think, and I'm sure it's the
respects
same.
you as,
I'm
like-
sure it's the same with Nick's wife.
Yeah.
It's the same. I think she respects us like
Yeah.
like normal, like you would like a parent, like
Yeah.
you respect. And we have a really great relationship, me and Addie. you know.
Yeah, they do. And as far as like being jealous because they're spending time with the others, yeah, that's hard. I get jealous too.
Like,
Not
can
like
you handle
there's
it
not
really
like a
well?
bitterness associated with the jealousy, but yeah, I'd like to have her. Like we don't have her for New Year's Eve this year, so that part sucks. But at the same time, like that's her dad and he's crazy about her, so why wouldn't I want her to like have that relationship with him? Like whatever happened between him and I happened between him and I. He's still a great dad and she loves him. So it makes her happy to be around. So I think if you just take your personal feelings, which was really hard for me to do in the beginning because I had a lot of like anger towards him and bitterness. But at the end of the day, like I had to remove myself and realize like it's not about me, it's about her. So I think in time it gets easier to not feel those feelings. There's a question in here about building a home. What was
Yeah.
that one? We're beginning the process of building our home. Do you have any tips? I think we're going to do a whole separate video about that. Because we have a lot of tips and we've had a lot of experience with that. So
one thing I will say right off the bat, if you can be, as they're building it, be there every single day. Even if it's for like 5-10 minutes, stop by and check on them every single day. I am motivated to build another house just because I know exactly what I would be looking for, what I would be watching out for, what I'd be listening for, the right questions to ask. I'd be so much more prepared to do it. I'm telling you, be there every single day. And my dad told us this too.
It's hard.
It's hard, but you should have. But it's alright.
Like, don't just assume because you're spending a lot of money on a home and you're
because nowadays
a builder that you're gonna get
these builders, they hire cheap labor and they do cheap work. And if you don't hold them accountable, you're done once the house is built. Yeah.
How did you guys know each other before your first marriage? And give us more deets about back and then.
We worked at a restaurant together. We opened it up. It was a brand new restaurant.
Ruby Tuesday.
I said the first time I saw her, I said, I'm gonna get with that girl. And she hated me. She hated me at first because I was so like cocky
and arrogant.
But you know what? What happened?
He won me over.
Yeah,
his confidence always has been one of the things that's attracted me to him because, yeah, he was cocky and arrogant, but like he's like so genuine. And I love a guy that just like knows what he wants. What are 3 boy names and girl names you both liked but won't be using? Dan really loved the name Dominic.
And Vincenzo.
Girl names.
The one that you picked, I liked.
The girl names?
Yeah.
Well, if we ever have a girl, I'm not going to share what those are because...
it's not happening.
Dan thinks
I don't make girls. I'm sorry.
Where do you see yourself as a family in the next 5 years in terms of goals and plans? More children, moving out of state?
Yeah. I would say...
Definitely one more.
Yeah, definitely one more. And then I would say... when I saw... I love my house, but I would like... more room. I like a bigger house. Just, you know what it is? It doesn't have to necessarily be much bigger, but I want it. All right, I want it much bigger. But no, there's a certain look that I want in my next home. I think we both want the same thing.
Yeah,
right?
we do.
We've talked about it.
I have like no desire to like start the process of building again.
No, I mean it could be one that we don't have to build. You know, like if we find it, I'm not.
Yeah, we're not like actively looking, but it's always like on our radar, like when we see for sale signs and stuff. And what else? Oh, we would never move because we can't with Addie's.
Yeah.
You know,
we gotta stay close.
We gotta stay close, and our family's here, so
yeah, we don't want to move.
You and Dan dated before. How did your family feel about you dating a guy with a kid since you were both young? They didn't care. My mom actually, when she met my dad had my oldest brother Jamie. So my mom became his mom when he was 4. So my mom definitely said it would be hard, but like worth it in the end. And I see now how amazing the relationship my oldest brother has with my mom. He calls her mom. She's been in his life forever. It's very inspiring. They were never anti me dating anybody with a child. Any couples trips planned for 2019?
A lot, I think.
Yeah.
A lot.
So we have, it's not officially booked yet, but we're planning a trip to Dubai in March to visit Jolie, one of my best friends. We're gonna go with Colette and her husband and my friend Kristen.
We have Stella and Dot.
Stella and Dot trip is in May in Hawaii.
Because you're a champion again, superstar.
I get to take Dan along. And then we usually do Disney.
In June, probably.
And then our Stella and Dot convention is in Denver
and we're going to probably bring the kids to that.
Yeah. So I think that's all we have planned for now. I think we answered all of them. If I missed some, we will do a follow-up.
Kickoff in a
The Rams are starting soon. So he needs to go get in the mindset.
Let's do it.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video and we answered all the questions that you wanted us to. Thank you for watching. Let's go get a win.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Bye.
Bye.